5 motivational quotes and how they apply to your English learning from espressoenglish.net. Sometimes you might get discouraged when studying English. Becoming fluent takes a really long time and lots of effort and practice, so it's easy to lose your motivation. Today, I want to share some motivational quotes with you and show you how these sayings relate to your English learning. I hope this lesson will help you feel more optimistic about your English studies. Number 1, it's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up. Vince Lombardi. Vince Lombardi was a player and coach of American football. That's a sport in which you get knocked down a lot. To be a successful football player, you can't stop playing every time you get knocked down. You have to get up and keep playing with persistence and determination. When learning English, you're going to make a lot of mistakes. There will be moments when you're embarrassed about your English or when you don't understand what someone is saying. These moments can knock you down by making you less confident and making you want to give up. It's not possible to avoid these moments completely because mistakes and failures are a natural part of the language learning process. But the most important thing is to get up, to continue practicing and trying so that you make progress and succeed in learning English. Number 2, knowing is not enough, we must apply. Wishing is not enough, we must do. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. Have you studied English for more than a year, but you still feel like you can't speak it or use it? This is a sign that you know the words and grammar rules, but you haven't put them into practice. Could you imagine someone who studied all the facts about dancing, like the history and the technique of each movement, but who never danced? It's not enough just to have knowledge about English in our heads. We need to take action by using the language. Whenever you learn new vocabulary words, expressions, or grammar rules, try to create your own sentences using them. My English courses are also designed to help you put everything you learn into practice. Number 3, whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. Henry Ford. This quote shows the importance of your attitude. If you believe you can do something, then you will be able to do it. If you believe you can't do something, then you will not succeed. Many students have negative attitudes about their own English skills, but in my experience as a teacher, everyone from any country and at any age is capable of becoming fluent in English. If you tend to feel negatively about your English ability, change your mindset and remind yourself regularly that you can succeed. Number 4, what you lack in talent can be made up with desire, hustle, and giving 110% all the time. Don Zimmer. You might think you have no natural talent for learning languages, and it's true that different people have different abilities. Some students learn very quickly and easily, and for others it's harder and takes longer. But this quote is saying that talent isn't everything. If you don't have talent, you can still succeed if you have desire, meaning you really want it, hustle, meaning you work very hard, and giving 110%, meaning you put in extra effort. Number 5. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. Robert Collier. This quote is one of my favorites. How do Olympic athletes, professional musicians, and famous artists become successful? They work on their sport or art every day, repeating exercises hundreds or thousands of times until they master the skills. In the same way, you can become successful in English, speaking fluently, understanding confidently, and using grammar and vocabulary easily by making small efforts every day. Study one Espresso English lesson per day, or listen to one podcast, or read one article in English, or practice speaking for just 15 minutes. These little efforts build up over time, like small bricks placed one by one can build a huge castle. My goal here at Espresso English is to help you build up your English skills one lesson at a time. One of the best ways to learn from me is to join my complete program. It contains all my ebooks and courses, a total of more than 400 lessons. If you took 400 lessons at an English school or with a private teacher, it would cost thousands of dollars, but you can get my complete program for a discounted price. Click on the link in the video or in the description for more information and registration. Thanks for watching today's lesson, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.